The discussion of a presidential kill list, despite its enormous constitutional ramifications, has gotten very little attention from the national media. The idea that the commander-in-chief, regardless of who it is, has a list of people, including American citizens, who can be killed without trial, isn't just a conspiracy theory, it's a fact. So I wanted to know. The so-called presidential kill list that's gotten a lot of attention, and this list of folks who have been targeted for assassination. Right. And on that list have been U.S. citizens who have not been afforded trial, including Anwar al-Awlaki. How do you, as president, or any president for that matter, regardless of party or person, utilize that power to assassinate even U.S. citizens?
Well, first of all, you're basing this on reports in the news that have never been confirmed by me, and I don't talk about our national security decisions in that way.
Well, what an answer. The president won't confirm that list, but he won't deny the list. Okay, but let's add another layer here, because that presidential kill list, it didn't just get out because of hard-nosed journalists breaking the story. It was leaked by the administration. In that two-shot, I nodded my head when the president said that he hadn't confirmed these reports, and that's true. So who has? Well, to the New York Times, William Daley, President Obama's chief of staff in 2011, talked openly about this kill list, saying the administration knew they couldn't simply just go on adding more names indefinitely. Dennis Blair, the director of national intelligence until he was fired in May of 2010, said the discussions inside the White House of long-term strategy against al-Qaeda were sidelined by intense focus on strikes of targets who were on that kill list. So on that first point, the president acted like this is something secretive that he's never commented on. But it is clear that members of his administration have no problem talking about the kill list to reporters. Maybe because those reporters have helped to frame the president as tough on terror. But there's more.
More broadly, though, our goal has been to focus on al-Qaeda, to focus narrowly on those who would pose an imminent threat to the United States of America. And that's why it's not just bin Laden, but a whole tier of al-Qaeda leadership has been taken off the field. And that's part of what has allowed us to now begin to transition out of Afghanistan, to begin to bring our troops home.
Again, what the president said here misses at least one important point. The president's war with al-Qaeda has gone far from the borders of Afghanistan to nations like Yemen. It was in Yemen where President Obama ordered the death of Anwar al-Awlaki, who, as I mentioned to the president, was a U.S. citizen and yet was never afforded trial. In fact, two lawyers simply decided that al-Awlaki could be killed. In addition to killing him, the president also ordered a drone strike that killed al-Awlaki's 16-year-old son, Abdul Rahman al-Awlaki. That 16-year-old, also a U.S. citizen, born in Denver, Colorado. So for the president to make the argument that killing those U.S. citizens without due process in Yemen means the end to the Afghanistan war is simply disingenuous. So what you need to know, the way the president played this issue with us is really quite telling. When questioned about the constitutionality of a president, any president, having the power to order the deaths of U.S. citizens, he claims that he's never said that he has a kill list and can't discuss it further. A constitutional lawyer turned president using a power that violates the most basic principle in the Bill of Rights, leaking his use of it when it's politically expedient, then claiming it can't be discussed when it's not. And that is Reality Check.